प्लीज प्लीज सी द प्रोसेस। ये प्रोसेस आप देखिए, ये प्रोसेस फ्लो है। इसमें क्या नाम है 6 मेजर रोल जो प्ले किया जा रहा है। मैं वापस से बता दे रहा हूँ कि पहला डिपो यानी कोचिंग डिपो हमारा या फिर फ्रेट डिपो, जो भी हमारी आरडीएसओ आइटम को कंप्लेन करते हैं वो कोचिंग डिपो या फ्रेट डिपो करते हैं। पहला काम उनका है फर्स्ट पॉइंट फॉर डिपो यूजर फॉर कंप्लेन फॉर डूइंग द कंप्लेन in the CMM system or the either CMM system or FMM system. After that, second role is the for division user. Division user can approve or reject the complaints. डिवीजन यूजर के पास अप्रूव करने का और रिजेक्ट करने का प्रिविलेज है। ये दोनों आपको मैं अभी स्क्रीन में शो करूंगा। ये प्रोसेस में आता है, डिवीजन दूसरा प्रोसेस में। आफ्टर दैट डिवीजन के प्रोसेस अप्रूव करने के बाद आफ्टर अप्रूविंग द डिवीजन द कंप्लेन इज गो टू द डायरेक्टली गो टू द वेंडर। डिवीजन के अप्रूव करने के बाद कंप्लेन डायरेक्टली वेंडर के पास जाता है, जो उनको भी विजिबल होगा, आरडीएसओ को विजिबल होगा और हेडक्वार्टर को भी विजिबल होगा। इसके साथ साथ रेलवे बोर्ड को भी कंप्लेन विजिबल होती है। अब जो भी स्टेटस होगा बाय डिफॉल्ट वंस क्या नाम है डिपो हैज लॉस्ट द कंप्लेंट द स्टेटस इज द पेंडिंग। आफ्टर अप्रूविंग द कंप्लेंट बाय द डिवीजन इट विल शो द अप्रूव और रिजेक्ट। After that, the next status is the send for dispatch the items. Once the vendor has done the dispatch, vendor has supplied the failure item to the depot, then status has to change the dispatched item dispatched. After that, after receiving the failure item from the vendor to the depot, then the depot can raise this complaint to the closer for the raise request to the for closer to the division and final closure by the division itself. These are the rules. ये सारे रूल्स हैं जिसमें गाने में आपको भी हम सीएमएम सिस्टम के थ्रू दिखाते हैं। If I'm logging from the first, I check the and login by the this is the mail. This is the mail. Once approved, division is approved. जब भी division approve करता है कंप्लेन को, we are generating one mail to the vendor. This is the mail format suggested by RDSO. We have generated through the system and directly sent to the concerned vendors. This is the one complaint raised by the Northern Railway Delhi division and Delhi depot. This is the contact number. This is the axle mount disc brake system is the failure items and failed quantity was 10. These are the details, and this complaint goes to the Fairvalley Transport Rail Technology Limited. This
डिस्प्ले नहीं हो रहा है कुछ।
okay, just a minute. Visible now?
Yes, visible.
This is a system generated mail. This is complaint done by the Delhi depot of the Northern Railway. This is the contact number for that person which is complaining this complaint. This is the failed component name is the axle mounted disc brake. This mail is directly generated through the system to the concerned vendor. This is the Fairvalley Transport Rail Technology India Limited. This mail format is suggested by the RDSO, and this mail is going to the RDSO itself. The copy of this mail also goes to the RDSO, QAM, RDSO, and all the reporting depot and divisions also. We can हम स्टार्ट करते हैं फर्स्ट, पहले डिपो से लॉगिन करके आपको दिखाते हैं कि कैसे कंप्लेन कैसे डिपो यूजर करता है। जस्ट लॉगिन फॉर द सीएमएम सिस्टम। आई एम लॉगिन इन द कोचिंग डिपो नई दिल्ली कोचिंग डिपो। नई दिल्ली कोचिंग डिपो से लॉगिन हूँ। आई एम गोइंग टू द फिल द one complaint form. First we have to go to the warranty complaint. Click on the warranty complaint RDSO items. Here we can see the all the coaches list. We can select or search any coach number 1740. I select the coach number. This is the warranty form. Similarly, form is available for the freight depot user also. The similar form. First enter the reported person mobile number, claim to, then you in claim 2, you have to select the vendor. After that, you have to select the item group. There are 4 type of item group is defined. एयर ब्रेक सिस्टम, बोगी, कपलर एंड सीटीआरबी, 4 तरह के हम आइटम ग्रुप को हमने डिफाइन कर रखा है आरडीएसओ आइटम के। आरडीएसओ ने डिफाइन कर रखा है एयर ब्रेक, बोगी, कपलर और सीटीआरबी। आप जो भी सिलेक्ट करेंगे उसके हिसाब से उसके फेलर कंपोनेंट दिखाएंगे। एयर ब्रेक सिस्टम, इफ यू हैव सिलेक्टेड एयर ब्रेक सिस्टम देन फेल कंपोनेंट इज बेस्ड ऑन द एयर ब्रेक सिस्टम। अगर एयर ब्रेक सिस्टम हमने सेलेक्ट किया तो फेल कंपोनेंट एयर ब्रेक सिस्टम के हिसाब से जो कंपोनेंट आरडीएसओ ने डाल रखे हैं वो सारे आपको यहाँ पे दिखाई देते हैं। यू कैन सर्च with your pattern searching. If I'm talking search the brake, please check these are the brake system K type composite brake block. I selected once. Date of failure, you can select any date, any past and current date. Serial number of the failed component, if you have a serial number of that component then you can enter. This is not mandatory field. Commissioning date of the failed component, if you have a commissioning date then you can enter. Manufacturer code, this is the important ones. You have to select the manufacturer code. These manufacturer codes is added by the RDSO. If you have any issue with the, if you're not able to search the your vendor code, then you can contact with the RDSO. If I'm talking the VRC something, if I select any of the code, just like a BDB, if selected the BDB is code for the vendor BD Bansal Steel Limited. If I'm check any other one, ATI, I'm selected ATI is a Anju Techno Industries. These are the vendor code already defined by the RDSO. I will show the once I log in with the RDSO. जब मैं RDSO से login करूंगा तो मैं दिखाऊंगा कैसे vendor और component को भी add कर सकते हैं. After that, month and year of the manufacturer. This is a mandatory field. And unit, which unit you have served this failed component, like a number and sets. You have to select any one of them. Then one more thing, important things is the number of failed components. How many components you are going to mark the failed components. You can make the 1, 2, 10. These are IC and DM detail. If you have a IC and DM detail, then you can enter. Similarly, hologram detail. If you have a hologram details, then आप hologram detail डाल सकते हैं. And after that, you have to select the major important is the reason for failure. These are the reason which is predefined reason for the failure. These defined reason is also by the RDSO. And after filling this form, you can select any photograph of it. You can upload any float photograph. And then you have saved. Once you save, the complaint is lost and complaint status is a pending. Then complaint is go to the concerned division. If I am logging with the Nai Delhi depot, the complaint is go to Delhi division. Similarly, similar pattern. If any freight depot user is log the complaint similar form, then same process has to go to the division. Now I am going to log in with the division user. I will show you the how division user can approve and modify this. Now I'm logging with the Delhi division. Going to warranty complaint. Please see that this means this icon. Approve, reject warranty complaint. This is the option for approving and rejecting the warranty complaint. I just click on that. These are the pending list. The list of some pending item which is complained by the depot itself, it's showing. Please check the if I'm taking any one of them. This is a complaint ID. A complaint depot is the TKD Tughlakabad, Delhi Division, Northern Railway. Complaint date is 2nd of June. Complaint status is pending. Failed component is electromagnetic pads. Vendor code is CFL. Cal Cost Ferrous Limited. These are the details. These are freight details. These complaints are lost by the freights. Similarly, you can search any freight and coaching. If I'm talking about the coaching, then we can check sorry, I think I can click one. If I select any coaching, search, no coaching complaint is there currently. All the complaint is for freight. You can see the complaint from freight or coaching. Currently, this is a complaint from freight. If I click on any one of them, click any one of them. I just click. Whole detail of the complaint is showing below. Complaint ID, complaint status, complaint date, complaint by location, data failures, vendor name, failure code, number of failed components, and reason for failures. Then division have to do approval or rejection. If both in the case of approval or rejection, division have to enter the remark for here. दोनों केसेस में आपको यहाँ रिमार्क देना पड़ेगा डिवीजन यूजर को. और competition authority, which authority is approval for this approval and rejection, you have to show. Just like a senior DME, CNW, या डिप्टी सीएमई, सॉरी, जो भी आपके कंसर्न अथॉरिटी हो आप डिवीजन में, आप उसको क्या नाम है यहाँ पे डाल सकते हैं उनकी रेजिग्नेशन. और करके अप्रूव करते हैं तो अप्रूव हो जाता है, रिजेक्ट करते हैं तो ये रिजेक्ट हो जाता है. Once click on the approve button, then complaint is approved and mail sent to that vendor. Similarly, process this complaint is showing now. After that, approving the headquarter, RDSO, vendor, and relay board. And once rejected, this is complaint is not visible for anyone. Only visible for depot itself. Now I am logging with the kind of vendor. If any complaint is like a lots of complaint is there, I have to log in any one of the vendor. Let's check any vendor. Okay, VRC. I have a one user ID for VRC. I log in with the VRC vendor. How vendor screen is what we have to vendor do for this same application. This I have logged in with the once vendor ID. Vendor name is the VRC. Okay. I'm click on the dispatch component. Vendor can check the vendor. I have a two option: dispatch or see the reports, warranty complaint report. If I'm click on the warranty complaint report, these are the 1982 complaint is logged for this VRC vendor by the different depot. Please check this one depot KGGY GIM. If I'm sort this, lots of depot is doing lots of complaint to that particular depot. Now vendors को क्या करना है, वेंडर का डिस्पैच कंपोनेंट में जाना है. डिपो कंपोनेंट में कंप्लेंट की अगेन कंप्लेंट की लिस्ट शो करता है यहाँ पे. जिस कंप्लेंट के अगेंस्ट को डिस्पैच करना है उस कंप्लेंट को सर्च करेगा. आई एम जस्ट क्लिकिंग एनी मतलब GIM कंप्लेंट. द कंप्लेंट इज डिटेल इज देयर. Complaint ID is the 456. Complaint status is approved, means approved by division. Complaint date is the 2nd April 2021. Approved date is 7 April 2021. And the failed component is electromagnetic pads. The number of failed component is 1. So then vendor have to dispatch only once. One item of that electromagnetic pads. Then vendor have to enter the new dispatch quantity dispatch. How many components is there? If one is there, they can enter the one. Balance quantity, if we enter the one, the another quantity is 0. If failed component is a more than one and it is dispatching one, then can a balance quantity means vendor have a facility to dispatch the in that part dispatch means वेंडर का अगर 10 कंपोनेंट फेलर्स है तो वेंडर उसे 2, 5, 5 करके डिस्पैच कर सकता है. मतलब पार्ट डिस्पैच कर सकता है, थोड़े अगर को डिस्पैच कर सकता है इसमें. तो वेंडर के पास प्रिविलेज है कि मोर देन वन टाइम से डिस्पैच किया जा सकता है. प्रोबेबली डेट ऑफ डिस्पैच शो करना पड़ेगा. डीएम नंबर, डीएम अपलोड करना पड़ेगा, मोड ऑफ ट्रांसफर अदर और रेलवे के थ्रू भेज रहा है, डेट ऑफ टाइप ऑफ रिसिप्ट ई बिल या हार्ड कॉपी एंड अपलोड द रिसिप्ट एंड आफ्टर द सेव, आफ्टर dispatching this record from the vendor, the status is dispatched. Similarly, meanwhile, I have logged in with the, I am going to log in with the journal user, and journal user can change the failed quantity. I will show the how can journal user can change the failed quantity. Please check the I am logging with the Northern Railway. Northern Railway have a facility to change the quantity. Modify warranty complaint. Go to the warranty complaint, click on the modify warranty complaint. Once click the modify complaint, these complaint, all the approved complaint is showing in the journal. Please check the 5050 complaint is now currently pending, showing in the Northern Railway. All the complaint status is approved. If I am selecting any one of them, please check any one of them. These are the two. I click on the any one. There is the number of failed components is 2. Then journal have facility to update this balance. They can increase or decrease also. Number of failed component, I am checking the 10 and give remarks and modify. The name complaint is updated from 2 to 10. Once it is modified, the complaint is updated. I have checked this one. I have selected this one, and please check. Now this complaint, this number of failed item is updated from 2 to 10 for this electromagnetic pad, and complaint to our railway enforcement. Now again I am going to change from 10 to 2 because this is a real time data. Again I am redirecting the complaints. The facility for can I change update the number of failed component to the only the journal headquarter user. Now I'm going to again can a Nai Delhi depot for closing this. So the how to close this complaint. Coach complaint sent for closure. Under warranty complaint, first item is the warranty complaint RDSO item, second is the sent for closure. Close one. Please check this one. The once is approved, this material is supplied. I think click on this button. The details are there. This vendor is supplied 6 item in the two in the with 2 can dispatch numbers with 2 DM numbers. Please check this one through e-bill. Fairwheel Transport Rail Technology has already supplied this system. Then supplied dispatch detail is there. Then they can recommend for the second purpose. Then they have to implement. They can enter the remark, closing remark. Failed items are received. Something which remark he want to add. Then send. Click on the send for closure. After clicking on the send for closure, this again this complaint is go to the division for final closing. I'm again going to log in with the division and check show you the how to final close. Again, I'm logging with the Delhi division. Click close warranty claim. So click on the close warranty claim menu, in which all the sent for closure complaint are showing. Please check this the complaint status. Complaint status is sent for closure. All the complaint which is now currently in the sent for closure status means closed by the depot user. Means he can the depot has received the failed items. These are the Ghaziabad, TKD, Sakur, SSB. I think Sakur Basti or Saibabad. I'm click any one of them. Just click on the Ghaziabad. Complaint detail is there. Again, electromagnetic pads. Complaint by location Ghaziabad. And the vendor is the Frontier Allow Steel Limited Kanpur. Then division have to do their closing remark and click on the close button. Once he click the input the closing remarks and this complaint is now closed for the CMM system. This is the flow for the depot to the vendor and division for the RDSO item complaints. Now I'm going to log in with the RDSO user. The RDSO user can add the complaint or add the add the component, fail component or modify components and add the vendor names and vendor managements. Now I'm going to the login with the RDSO user. Now I'm logging with the RDSO user. Go to warranty complaint, add vendor. This is the form for adding the new vendor. These are the 621 vendor is already added by the RDSO. If he can add, click on the add new vendor. The new vendor form is there. Vendor code, vendor name, mobile number, contact number, email ID, vendor zone, vendor email ID and vendor address. Then they can submit. RDSO user can click on any already added vendor. If I'm click any one of them, please check and click this one. 3A Associate Incorporated. The details is there. Then he can add their he can update any changes of that vendor. Means they can update email ID, name, mobile number, vendor code, etc. and address also. So means RDSO user can add and modify the vendor details. Similarly, if I'm click on the add component, these are the component which is already added by the RDSO. 137 component is added by the RDSO user. Then if he can add any new component, then click on the add new component. The new form is available here. If RDSO user modify any components, if I'm click on this one, 24 silico, manganese and management steel liners. I have to click on the, if I'm click on that particular component, then component detail is there, and along with the component details, all the vendor which is associated with this items are showing out here. Means if component is there, please check component detail is there, and this component is belong to the ACME industries only. Sorry, AD electro steel. RDSO can check any one of them. If I'm checking out this one, these also now going to be the manufacturer of that component. Means RDSO can update and modify any vendor name, vendor and map with the component with the vendor also. Similarly, they can check their warranty complaint reports. I will show the pivot table reports. All the reports. This is the report, and it's going to click on the pivot table report. In the pivot table report, RDSO can check the warranty complaint, pivot table report. If I'm checking the from 1st May to 6th June, how many complaint he get? If we can check this source. Source means coaching or freight. This is the total 5,551 complaint is lost by the 1st May, between 1st May to 6th June. Complaint approved by, these are the complaint status: approved, closed, pending, rejected, and sent for closure. We can filter any. If I'm checked on the only pending cases, then click on the uncheck on the any other, all others, click on the pending, then only pending cases is shown. Pending cases is shown. These are the division list which is approved by the. If I'm checking about the only freight retriever, then we can check the coaching details, then we only freight detail. 2,136 complaints is now pending with the division. These are the division: Agra, Asansol, VCT. These are the division. They have a count for that pending. If I'm checking any of them, like highest is the Ambala division having 302 pending cases. Just click on the date, and then these details are there. Complaint by location, complaint to location. Now all the complaint details is on that click. They can enter. They can download this report also through Excel and take printout also. This is done from my side.